And what I'll do is I have to unplug the HDMI cable and then reset the camera, which you'll see from the ZFC, and then we'll see if it works. So I'm going to the R10, taking out the cable, and it says set choose mode. Okay, manual. Alright, so I hit menu, go into picture style, and go to fine detail. Leave it at that. Turn it around. And what I'm going to do is plug in the cable again. And I still don't see a cam link light. So maybe that cam link is not working properly either. So I'm in neutral. Let me just put the cable over. So you can probably see me in LCD. Try to bring it closer. And it still hasn't come on. So let me unplug the USB cable. Plug it right back into. Okay, it's coming on. It's blinking, but it's not doing anything. So somehow, somewhere, something is failing. So let's see. Everything looks like it's plugged in to the wall. Okay. So I'll put it on the webcam. That way you can see me. This works. Why can't the other one work? So anyway, I'm going to unplug this to the power and see if that does anything. Here we going. I'm going to unplug the USB part to the cam link, and I'm going to plug it into another portal. I see the light. It's blinking a little bit, and it turned off. So something is going on, and it might be the cam link. I don't know. Bummer. So I'm going to unplug the cam link. So this is the second one. Okay. And it could be software and stuff. But I'm going to open up the box, which the one that I was having trouble with, and see if that does anything. It's just to show you, you can try different setups. So I have another cam link, but this one was giving me trouble. Okay. So you hook up. I already have the cable, HDMI cable. I just plug it in. And then I have the USB extension cable. So I plug this one into the cam link. I see the light come on. It blinks. And it goes away. So it looks like a failure on that too. The only other thing is I like using this 4K monitor. I'm going to disable that to see if the cam link comes on. So if I disable the 4K monitor, now I just have power to the laptop. It could be a power thing. I don't know. So I have that in. Unhook the cam link. So this only came on, flashed a little bit, and then was off. And if I go to the R10 camera, Camlink 4K, nothing. So, I know this is a bad one, but you have to try something. And for tutorials, if you want to have a camera hooked up to a laptop and all of a sudden it doesn't work, so I'm putting the original Camlink on, and it went gone too. So I see no picture. I go to FaceTime or the webcam. Yeah, you see? Isn't that something? Now it doesn't work. So the only other thing to do is I can unplug this, put in the power plug instead of the adapter, okay? So I'm going to put in a power plug, make sure the laptop is working. It's on. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get an adapter for a USB-C to click into the Thunderbolt port. I'll be right back. Okay, here's another thing that I'm thinking, and I've been recording on the ZFC all this time. So I got a converter, USB-C to USB 3, okay, made by Apple, made in China. So I'm going to hook up this cable to the USB 3 and then plug it into the laptop and see if that works. I'm trying to get the... Okay. So, turn it on. I see it blinking and it turned off. So, the other thing I can suggest is now I'm going to put this camera back in 1080p and see how it works then. So I'm recording this on the ZFC. I'll collage all the pictures together, that way I can kill the dead space so you don't have to wait. And all I'm doing is just troubleshooting. So I'm coming right here, come right back, and I'm going to unplug the cable. I'm going to go to menu. Here. I'm going to, instead of 4K 24, I'm going to go 4K or high definition 1080p. Okay. See, they got And I'm going to put it in also in HDR mode. So I'm going to put it in PQ. And I'm going to put in an optimizer. Okay, I have a manual mode, that's why. And the only one I got is D+. Okay, so it's there. And I'm at 125, so I'm going to go back to the speed, because it may be set to 24. So it's at 25, 20 now. Let's try 60 first, okay? That's where it's supposed to be. Because the shutter speed may be too fast. I'm going to turn it around so you can see I have a picture. See, the R10 is working, all right? But the way you deal with this, I'm back here now to see if it works. So unplug the cam link. Plug it back in. It's blinking and it's going silent. So the other thing I could try are different cables. So it might be a cable that went bad, or it might be the HDMI out. And that's what you have to worry about, failures. It failed on my ZV-10 and it did the same thing. But then it could have been kind of like a bad cam link. So let's find out. So I got another adapter. And it could be a cable problem. I don't know. Let's find out. So I'm going back to here. I'm recording this on the ZFC. So plug this. Take this off. And I think this one goes like this. Okay, so it's a different cable. It's in there. And guess what, folks? It was a cable problem. Now, I'm at 1080p, and if you notice, I'm kind of dark right now. See, I scroll up like this. I can move the screen a little bit. I just have to go like that. Okay. And then the webcam. And then the R10. Okay. And then I can brighten it up. I can bring up the gamma a little bit. And saturation, I can increase it just a little bit. Tint looks all right because that's cooler, redder, that's green. I just leave it at 0. And then the temperature, increase that. I can go cooler. I'll leave that at 0 too. Okay, this is 1080p. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mess around. So I'm going to go at 4K 30 again. See if it handle it. So I'm going back here. Turn the cable. And now I have to unhook the cable in order to read the menu. That's the only thing about you can't see it. You have to look at the camera. but I'm going to take it off. HDR. Disable. Okay. And I'm going to go back to 4K 24. IPB light gives me the less, well, I could go just 4K 24. Fine. Said okay. I should be in high definition, or I mean, let's see, HDMI looks good. Yeah, fine detail. Now I'm going to go to neutral, see if this works. So, said okay. Menu. I'm at 4K 30. 1/60th of a shutter speed. Let's see if this works. Turn it on, and it's working. 4K, high definition, 30. Interesting. That one's working. So if I go like this, now, what you can't see, and I'm still in live demo mode, okay? What I can do is, well, I'm recording it on here, but I don't think you can see the menu. Yeah, you can't, but it's looking good. I'm going to set the shutter speed to 125. They say the slower the shutter speed, the ISO, let's see, yeah, viewfinder inactive, okay, that's good. I'm at f2.8, 1/60 of the shutter speed. Compensation exposure is 0. So, let's see. And I'm going to move this up so I can be in focus. I'm in the box. I can move it up a little bit more. And yeah, so I'm in the box. Basically, I'm there. I'm in number 3. So I look a little bit clearer. I can click this up, expand. So this is 4K 24. And if I scroll on window preferences, go to stream, so it says I'm using a high quality mode. It's 4K 24. If I unclick it, then I can broadcast at 4.3 gigabytes. But on my Intel Mac Mini, it was okay. So if I went to use high graphic video mode, it's 12.3, and it said you need kind of like 15. So it says speed test result was 12.2, destination's 12.3, but it's not good enough. But I'm not going to stream, I'm just going to record. So do I look better? If I hit reset to neutral, am I a little bit too dark? So it is in neutral, I think. I don't think it's in fine detail. Let's find out. Okay, yep, I'm in neutral. So I can correct that. Go to fine detail, hit that. Okay. Well, I look better. Yeah, I like the skin tone too. I may be, oh well. Let's give a little brightness. Okay. And then saturation. Yeah, down a little bit. Gamma. See, I look kind of dark, don't I? That's 5. That's 5 now. Tint looks okay. Temperature, I don't know. Yeah. That looks a little bit better. But might be too yellow. Reduce brightness. I'm going to put that on 5 too. And let's bring down the... See, if I bring it to 0, okay, I look kind of like a Madigan, a doll figure. Yeah, but you never can tell. So the next thing I'm going to do is plug in the hub again. And it looks good. 1/125th of shutter speed. I got it on both. Put in the power. You know what? That's not the power. I'm going to plug this. Then I'll plug in the power for the hub. Let's see if it does anything. Okay, that's working. I can hear it going. Now, I'm going to plug in the let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, the monitor. So I'm going to take this out and let me save the settings. I'm going to take out the camera. I'm going to go to webcam. Unplug this. Plug it into the USB. And it's working. You know what that means? I can bring my 4K monitor back. And let's see if it works. There it is. So, what does that tell you? I was going to teach you on how to fix, let's say, there we go. So, the cam link didn't fail. It was the cable. Okay? And they go bad sometimes. Or sometimes it gets too loose or whatever. They go bad. That's the only problem about hooking up and unhooking. This time, what I hate about the R10 or even on the R7, you gotta, in order to look at the menu system, unless you're looking at the monitor like you are now, you have to read the menu, so it won't work with the HDMI cable plugged in. You have to unplug it to look at the camera, or if you're in front of the monitor, you can leave it in and then do the settings there. So anyhow, This is another view. So this will be the part 2. And I got my 4K monitor back. All right. And there's the 4K monitor. So, now, if that was a cable problem, you want to try the bad one? Let's see what happens. So, I'll bring it up here. As you can see, I'm trying to show it. It's not reaching. There it goes. Oh, you got to put on webcam, Randy. Okay. See, the light is on. So I'm going to unhook it. Okay. You okay, buddy? Right. Good one. The bad one. I just wanted to see if it was the cable or this thing. So this thing would come on, stay for 10 seconds, blink. So I turn it on. And guess what? You're not going to believe this, folks. Let me go to the R10. It wasn't the cam link. It was the cable. Isn't that something? So we know this one's working because this, here, where am I? Ah, this one was working. I thought the bad one wasn't working, but it was the cable. So actually I'm ended up showing you how to fix it. Part 2 will be if I can get the right cable to work with this. So I'm going to end this recording right here, showing the camera's working. Okay, so this is just a different perspective of me trying to add another camera to this laptop. Now I had 7 go at one time and it worked on this laptop. There's a lot of stuttering and stuff, but I made it work. I had to add hubs, all that stuff. So I just tried to add one more camera, which I know already worked on the hub before. The problem was it was a bad cable, but this was kind of like a podcast style view from the ZFC, recorded. It wasn't hooked up through the HDMI, but I'm going to use that camera to add to this laptop. So I found out it was a cable problem. This is just a different perspective of what happened in part 1. So I left this in here just to show you on teaching, on tutorials, on what to do. I cut out some parts in part 1. This one is kind of like the full version, but with a different angle of camera, seeing what you couldn't see in part 1. I didn't collage it. I'm not into that. I just show the whole thing, and then hopefully you'll stay watching or listening to it, and I hope it helps you out. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions, just write in the comments below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, goodbye. Cold.